Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Steelers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. He's got daylight, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Caught Eifert over the middle. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That one complete to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
On second down, it's Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Now Dobbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll go again with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Play action, it's Dobbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Dobbs now on second down. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Fourth. Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 49. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The toss play to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Downs. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back, I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Come on, let's go!
Dobbs is throwing. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Dobbs. And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bridgewater now. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Being chased out left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. Grand 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Cyrus Jones picks it, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Dumps it off to Mixon. Sheds off the tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger.
On the toss, Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Caught Eifert over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Jake Elliott now to try the Bengals field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A gain of 3, second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. Here's why. Open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. Over the middle here to Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Come on, flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex! Here we go!
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go!
Now Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play clock winding down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. To throw is Downs. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Second down following the run. the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Come on, let's go. One, nothing.
Dobbs is throwing. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Get ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Way 90. Way 90. Forward. Tiger.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go. Forward. Tiger. Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Now Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, some strong running. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down to 7 seconds now, 6. Well, the defense was in prevent. They still get there.
That means that there's absolutely nowhere to throw the football. No one came open because now you're really getting 3 guys rushing the quarterback. 5 guys should be able to block them, but sometimes time just takes it up and end up getting to him.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.